Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing my before bed routine. So right now I'm in my school clothes and I just got done with, actually I didn't have any homework, but usually after I come home from school, I get a snack and it's usually chips. Oh my gosh. And then I do my homework if I have any. And I usually have some, but today I didn't because I have 2 tests tomorrow. And then I study for any tests I have. So I just got done studying for my social studies and science tests, which I will be studying for more after I take my nighttime shower. And it's only 6:30 right now. Actually, not 6:30, 6:50. So now I'm going to be taking a shower. So I will see you guys when I get done taking a shower. Hey guys, I just got out of the shower and now I have pajamas on. They're really comfy. These are not the same pajamas. This is to a different top and this is to a different bottom. It's great. So these are my Christmas pajamas and these are regular old pajamas. Not old, but they're like a year old. So I'm gonna comb my hair now. It's gonna be great. Into the unknown, into the unknown, into the unknown. Where are you going? Don't leave me alone. How can I follow you into the unknown? Okay, so I got my hair combed, and next thing I'm going to do, I'll get my glasses. So this is what I look like without glasses. Much better, okay, without. With. So now I'm going to go study some more for my social studies and science test that I have tomorrow. My least favorite classes and the 2 hardest classes in the 8th grade. So, yeah. Bye. I mean, I won't say bye because I'll see you later. Bye. Hey guys, now I am going to show you my dog. So this is my dog, Rosie. Hey, look, she's trying to lick me. I'm just kidding, guys. That's actually my dog. I mean, that was my dog. It was just, yeah. Hi, buddy. Say hi to all my subscribers. Say, follow me, subscribe to me. Subscribe and like and smash this like button, people. Oh, thanks, Rosie. You were kind of amazing. I love you so much. So, guys, just on the bottom, we'll subscribe and smash the like button, of course. And then on the comment below what your favorite kind of dog is. Mine is definitely her. She is half Caton de Tuliar. Wow. Half Shih Tzu. So she's a little dog and she's adorable. Right, Rosie? Rosie? Yeah, you're adorable. Aren't you adorable? Aren't you adorable? And yeah, you try to bite my finger. Yeah, she was definitely trying to bite my finger. Rosie, be quiet. I know you don't like being in your kennel when no one's in here besides me, but you're gonna have to stay in your kennel because you are a dog, not a child. Got it? Say yes. Okay, she's got it. Okay, so comment below what your favorite dog, what type of dog is, and any how do I say this? Like things that you want me to do, like for my next video. So yeah, just comment down below that and smash the like button and subscribe. Oh no, it's the Monster Niles. Now stop it! Sorry, Brian, not my brother. He loves Rosie so much that he'll just do anything for her. Like actually. Well, I'm gonna go brush my teeth now. See ya there. Okay. Hey guys, I'm back. Going to brush my teeth now. So I use this toothpaste called 3D White. Can't see it. Almost gone. Mild Mint. So I'm going to use this now. Oh, comment down below what your favorite toothpaste is. I just got done brushing my teeth, and now I am going to go to bed. So what I was singing when I was actually humming to is a song that my brother sings to Rosie. It's I think this is how it goes. Ruff, ruff, black and white dog, what is your name? Yes, Rowan, my name's Rosie. Yeah, and then it does that again after. I think it's like one lick for the toes, one lick for the mouth, one lick for the nose, and then I'll bite your toes. Ba ba, black and white dog, what is your name? Yes, Rowan, my name's Rosie. So I think that's how it goes. Yeah. So, and what I do at night is I usually read. So right now I am reading Refugee. It's a good book. We're also reading it right now in class in our 8th grade read aloud for literature class right now, and it's a really good book, and I love it. It's probably one of my favorite books by Alan Gratz. Alan Gratz. There we go. Okay. So also comment what you want me to do next. So comment what your favorite dog type is, what you want me to do next, and what's your favorite toothpaste brand, and also what flavor. So I need to show you guys something. So I did this SAINT project. I mean, my whole grade has to do a SAINT project for 8th grade, and you can either do two things, unless you did the what was it called? The SAINT walk. Unless you did the SAINT walk, you only had to do one, and I did the SAINT walk, so I only have to do one thing. Okay, so I did a shield, so you could do an essay, shield, a timeline, or the speech. So I did the shield. So this is my shield. So my saint, so we picked a saint. My saint was Saint Philomena. So I'm going to tell you why I have each of these, and I don't know some of them yet, why I have them, but hopefully I'll know soon, because I also have to write a paragraph on what they all are about, and it's due on Monday, so a week from today, so I'll do that this weekend. Okay, so the 13 is there because she died when she was 13 years old. And a tip, guys, I'm 14 years old. So, I mean, I would be dead already if I was St. Philomena. That's kind of sad. You know, it's really sad. Okay. And I have the 291 is because that is the year, I think that's the year where she died. It was either the year that she was born or the year that she died. I can't remember. That's what I'm going to have to look up. I have the cross, of course, because she was Catholic. The flag, so this is the flag of Greece, and she was the Greek princess. So she was the princess of Greece when she was alive. I have the arrows because when the emperor first wanted to kill her, so this is basically her life. So she basically stayed chaste to God. So she basically made a vow that she wouldn't do anything other than stay chaste. But then they went to Rome. She went to Rome with her family, and then the Roman emperor fell in love with her and wanted to marry her. But Saint Philomena didn't want to break her commitment to God to stay chaste, so she said no. And that's what's awesome about her, because she said no, because she loved God that much that she wanted to be married to God, basically. I don't know. And so because she said no to the emperor, the emperor decided to torture her 2 ways. So the first way was, as you can see here, she was shot by with arrows. So basically, the Romans the Roman soldiers shot her in her chest area right here, and she survived. And then the second way she was tortured was she was drowned by an anchor. I don't know if it was in a pool or in like the ocean or a lake, but I don't even think they say where it was. I don't know. I have no clue. So by her prayers, she was healed both times that she was tortured. But finally, after she was healed by both those things, she was beheaded by the emperor. The next symbol, or I guess date, is this August 11th. That is her feast day. I'm also pretty sure that's when she died, when she got beheaded. And then the next 2 symbols are babies and youth. That is what she's the patron saint of, and this is why I chose her, because I want to be a nurse when I grow up, and I'm going to be working with babies and youth when I grow up. That's basically all I know. Oh wait, I forgot one thing. This flower is because she was a princess. That's why she wears this flower. It's a flower thing that goes on the top of your head. It's like a crown of flowers, but that she wears in all her saint pictures. So that's all. Yep, that's all. So basically, I'll just cut this out, and yeah, it's gonna look great. So now I did all my nighttime routines. So basically, after this, I just read. And then I'm going to read you the chapter that I'm on of Refugee. Okay, I'm going to go get my book right now, and then I'll come back and read you the chapter that I'm on, because, I was usually reading, but I stopped, so I might as well just read, Okay, so I'll be right back, get my book, and then I'll read you the chapter that I'm on. So because a lot of people have already read this book, and because in literature, we are reading this book, I'm going to read the chapter. I've already read this chapter, but I'm going to read the chapter that we are reading tomorrow. So, sorry guys, but I didn't want to reread a chapter. So now you're going to know what's going to happen. But most of you already know what's going to happen because it's refugee and a lot, and most of you have already read it. Also, it's going on sale this year for Nebraska. So, yeah. So, please enjoy the one chapter of refugee. So, the chapter is named Joseph. Berlin, Germany, 1939, one day from home. It was like they were invisible. Joseph and his sister followed their mother throughout the crowd at Letterbahnhof, Berlin's main railway station. Joseph and Ruth each carried a suitcase, and their mother carried two more, one for herself and one for Joseph's father. No porters rushed to help them with their bags. No station agents stopped to ask if they needed help finding their train. The bright yellow Star of David armbands, the Landesrohr were like magical talismans that made them disappear. Yet no one bumped into them, Joseph noticed. All the station attendants and other passengers gave them a wide berth flowing around them like a water around a stone. The people chose not to see them. On the train, Joseph and his family sat in a compartment labeled J for Jew, so no real Germans would sit there by accident. They were headed for Hamburg on the north coast, where his father would meet them to board their ship. The day they had gotten Papa's telegram, Joseph's mother booked tickets for all four of them to the only place that would take them, an island half a road away called Cuba. Ever since the Nazis has taken over 6 years ago, Jews were fleeing Germany. By now, May of 1939, most countries had stopped admitting Jewish refugees, or had lots of official applications you had to fill out and file and pay for before they would let you in. Joseph and his family hoped to one day make it to America, but you couldn't just sail into New York Harbor. The United States only let in a certain number of Jews every year, so Joseph's family planned to live in Cuba while they waited. "I'm hot," Ruthie said, pulling at her coat. No, her mother said. "You must leave your coat on and never go anywhere without it. Do you understand? Not until we reach Cuba." "I don't want to go to Cuba," Ruth whined as the train got underway. Mama pulled Ruth into her lap. "I know, dear, but we have to go so all of us will be safe. It will be an adventure." Ruthie would have started kindergarten that year if Jews were still allowed to go to school. She had bright eyes, wild brown hair cut in a bob and parted on the side, and a little gap between her two front teeth that made her look like a chipmunk. She wore a dark blue wool dress with a white sailor's collar and carried her white corridor stuffed rabbit, Bitsy, everywhere she went. Ruthie had been born the year Adolf Hitler was elected Chancellor of Germany. She'd never known any other life except this one, but Joseph remembered how it used to be, back when people saw them, back when they were Germans. They had gotten up early, and it had been a stressful day, and soon Ruthie was asleep in Mama's lap, and Mama dozed with her. As he watched them sleep, Joseph wondered if anyone would really be able to tell they were Jews if they weren't in the Jewish compartment, wearing armbands with the Star of David on them. Joseph remembered a time in class back when he was allowed to go to school. His teacher, Herr Mayer, had called him to the front of the room. At first, Joseph thought the teacher was going to ask him to do a math problem on the board. Instead, Herr Mayer lowered a screen with the faces and profiles of Jewish men and women on it, and proceeded to use Joseph as an example of how to tell a real German from a Jew. He turned Joseph this way and that, pointing out the curve of his nose, the slant of his chin. Joseph felt the heat of that embarrassment all over again, the humiliation of being talked about like he was an animal, a specimen, something subhuman. Without these stupid armbands or the letter J stamped on his passport, would anyone know he was a Jewish? Joseph decided to find out. He left the compartment quietly and walked along the corridor past the other Jewish families in the compartments. Beyond the next door was the German part of the train. Heart in his throat, skin tingling with goosebumps, Joseph took the paper armband with the Star of David off his arm, slid it into the inside pocket of his jacket, and stepped through the door. Joseph tiptoed down the corridor. The German train car didn't feel any different than the Jewish car. German families talked and laughed and argued in their compartments just like Jews. They ate and slept and read books like Jews. Joseph caught his reflection in one of the windows. Straight brown hair slicked back from his pale white forehead, brown eyes behind wire frame glasses that sat on his short nose, ears that stuck out maybe a little too far. He was about average height for his age, and he wore a gray double-breasted pinstripe jacket, brown trousers, and a white shirt and blue tie. Nothing about him actually matched the picture on Herrmeyer's presentation on how to identify a Jew. Joseph couldn't think of any Jewish people he knew who did look like those pictures. The next car was the dining car. People sat at little tables, smoking, eating, and drinking as they chatted or read the newspaper or played cards. The man at the concession stand sold newspapers, and Joseph took one out and put a coin on the counter. The concession man smiled. "Buying paper for your father?" he asked Joseph. "No," thought Joseph. "My father just got out of a concentration camp." "No, for me," Joseph said, and said, "I want to be a journalist one day." "Good," the news agent said. "We need more writers." He waved a hand at all the magazines and newspapers. So I have more things to sell." He laughed, and Joseph smiled. Here they were, talking like two regular people, but Joseph hadn't forgotten he was Jewish. He hadn't forgotten that if he were wearing his armband, this man wouldn't be talking and laughing with him. He'd be calling for the police. Joseph was about to leave when he thought to buy Ruthie a piece of candy. Money had been tight since their father lost his job, and she would enjoy the treat. Joseph took a hard candy from a drawer and fished in his pocket for another thing. He found one, put it on the counter, and paid for the candy. But when he removed the coin, his armband had slipped out too. It fluttered to the floor, the Star of David landing face out for the world to see. A fist closed on Joseph's heart, and he dove for the armband. Stomp! A black shoe covered the armband before Joseph could grab it. Slowly, shakily, Joseph lifted his eyes from the black shoes to the white socks, brown shorts, brown shirt, and red Nazi armband of a Hitler Youth. A boy about Joseph's age, sworn to live and die for the fatherland. He sat on Joseph's armband, his eyes wide with surprise. The blood drained from Joseph's face. The boy reached down, placed the palm of the armband, and took Joseph by the arm. "Let's go," the boy said, and he marched Joseph back to the dining car. Joseph could barely walk. His legs were like lead, and his eyes lost their focus. After Herrmeyer had caught him in the front of the class to show how Jews were inferior to real Germans, Joseph had returned to his seat next to Klaus, his best friend in the class. Klaus has been wearing the same uniform this boy did now. Klaus had joined the Hitler Youth not because he wanted to, but because German boys and their families were shamed and mistreated if they didn't. Klaus has winced to show Joseph how sorry he was that Herrmeyer had done that to him. That afternoon, a group of Hitler Youth were waiting for Joseph outside the school. They fell on him, hitting and kicking him for being a Jew, and calling him all kinds of names. And the worst part was, Klaus had joined them. Wearing the uniform turned boys into monsters. Joseph had seen it happen. He had done everything he could to avoid the Hitler Youth ever since. But now he'd handed himself right over to one. And all because he's taken off his armband to walk around a train and buy a newspaper. He and his mother and sister would probably be put off the train, maybe even sent to a concentration camp. Joseph had been a fool, and now he and his family were going to pay the price. Thanks for listening to that one chapter thing. Book, not thing, sorry. So probably not gonna read again. Just comment what you want me to do next. Please subscribe, smash that like button. I'm going to go to bed. See you guys in the morning or tomorrow or whenever tomorrow. So tomorrow I have 2 tests. Worst subjects ever. But you know what? It's going to be okay because I studied. Yay. Okay. Bye. Have a good night. And I'll see you in my next video. One more thing. Also, comment what your favorite book is. My favorite book is definitely Refugee. Again, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe and smash the like button. And I'll see some of you at school tomorrow. Bye.